Today we're reading the book of Joel. Now, introduction to the book of Joel, theories about the date of the writing of the book of Joel vary from the 9th century BC all the way down to the 2nd century BC. That's a pretty wide range right there. Well, there's no king mentioned in this book to give us a reference point. Some have suggested that because the priests seem to be in the lead rather than a king, it must belong to a period after the exiles returned to their land in the 6th century. That's when the priests were the de facto leaders of the people. And there's no lineage given to Joel that he might be able to be pinpointed with regard to an absolute century for him. Now you'll see from my comments in chapter 2 that I favor the way the prophecy seems to fit into the events surrounding the unsuccessful siege of Jerusalem in 701 BC by the Assyrians. So chapter 1, locust. I mean lots and lots of locusts, which by the way is not uncommon. They had a locust infestation that threatened the security of Israel back in November-December time frame of 2004. So that happens. Joel calls for national repentance at the end of chapter 1, and he also warns in chapter 2 of a bigger judgment. And then we go back to the future where Joel prophesies there's coming a day, and by the way, that day that he prophesies, Peter latches onto in Acts chapter 2. It's a really interesting read to see how Peter relates that prophecy to what was happening in Acts chapter 2 on the day of Pentecost. And then he prophesies in chapter 3, Israel's restoration. Well, that's today's reading. Exciting reading out of the book of Joel. See you tomorrow.